Hey! Hey everyone! Hello, hello! All of you watching the stream and the VOD. Hello, hello! Welcome back, welcome back. Tonight we do something a little bit different. Talked about it during my last stream, I believe was yesterday. I've talked about how I wanted to like do streams where I actively like code and work on stuff. Cause I thought it would be pretty fun and I thought it would be pretty entertaining. So here we are. This is hopefully the first of many coding streams. Tonight we are working on something I would say pretty straightforward. So there's that Datapack that I released on Modrinth and CurseForge and GitHub called the Foxcraft Datapack. Originally it was made for a server I manage. Essentially, tonight we work on that. There's a few things I would like to fix about it that I'm not very satisfied with. And there's a few additions I would like to actually do on it. There's a few like things I really want to actually like do. And like depending on if we actually are done quickly enough with all of that, I might improvise and add a few like just random things that I didn't have planned first. And really like depending on like how long we're gonna be working on that. It might be a short stream, it might be like a 1 hour stream, I don't know. Depending on if it's like really entertaining, I might actually edit this down into like a video. Again, first time I'm actually like doing a stream like that, where I'm like working and coding live. So that's gonna be interesting, I think. Let's switch over to this. I prepared the scene a little bit beforehand. Maybe like, yeah. So there we go. As you can see on this end, and I'm going to quickly look over on Twitch itself to see if it actually renders well. I want to see if like it actually looks good. Okay, well, compression's doing its thing, but it's readable. I don't want to like... I mean, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I would have the ability to stream in higher resolutions now, since I'm affiliate. So that could be something I'll do in the future. Yeah, okay, so it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty decent. It's not like unreadable. It's not like hell to actually understand. All right. Wanted to make sure of that. Also, thank you for the follow. And hello and welcome to chat, Daisy Luna. I hope I pronounced the username correctly. Let me check you out. I will say right off the bat, I like just checked your profile. If you're looking for me to commission you, I literally have absolutely no money at the moment. I am completely broke, so there is no real like client to be had here, sadly. Plus, I do tend to try to make my things by myself, which is another thing. So I'm sorry if that's what you looked for. I don't really have any money to give right now. I'm in that phase where I'm not even employed at the moment. So, yeah. Alright, so, let's get started. My game is a little bit laggy because I'm guessing not really used to rendering like that. So right now, one of the first thing I want to work on is a mechanic of the Datapack, which is called the Rift Storm. So if we go over into Meteorologica, we have these two things. Now, the thing I'm thinking right now would be going into the tick and load, and here we have one called... Actually, is it just in tick MC function? It is. I'll have to move this over to like a dedicated function, because I'm planning to do a few interesting things with the Meteorologica system in the future. I mean, actually, why not do it now? So right now what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to explain a little bit the kind of things I'm doing here, so that like anyone watching could kind of get an idea of the things I'm doing. I will say, by the way, before we actually like do get into this Datapack in particular is licensed. It has a license. The license is right here, is available on CurseForge and Mudrinth and GitHub. Like every place where you can download it, there's the license in it. And what that license basically just like does, if I were to like really briefly explain it, and I will also say for legal reason, the words I'm about to speak right now are not equivalent to the license. The license itself applies on this. So don't take my words as a legal ground to basically loophole your way around the license. Now that this is out of the way, what the license kind of does essentially say is that you're not allowed to just re-upload that data pack. I have like rights over the data pack, like I can, you know, personally choose to not necessarily like want someone to do content with it, but like that doesn't mean you can't use it. Like you can use it in a solo and like non-content creational way. Like that's only if I say you can't use it. Otherwise, you're completely free to use it. The other thing is, if you use the data pack, do just credit me. I do want a little bit of credit. It's multiple weeks / months of my life at this point, so would be pretty nice to get a shout out. And the last thing, which is like the more important thing and the thing I wanted to bring up, I am authorizing modification and reusage of some of the code in there. So long as you don't re-upload a one-to-one copy of the data pack, essentially, I'm not really gonna come after you. I don't really mind. Like, one of the big thing this kind of like applies to is like the crafting system in the data pack. Like, if you want to take the code from it and reuse it into like other data pack, you are completely free to do so. Now that I've said this, you will also understand why I don't really mind showing all of the code. And why I don't mind explaining all of it. Like, one of the big thing I want to kind of do is I want to, like, spread that tech. I really like the idea of, like, having... That's... interesting. Uh-huh. That's interesting. I'm guessing it might just be my spyglass. Let me just check real quick. Let's restart this. Might just be like the code checker, like the thing that handles error detection. Freaking out. Okay, no. It does actually consider this to be an error. What about it? I mean, why am I checking for the color? Hold on. I'm realizing something here. That's weird. Take recipe, color bottles. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. That is an error. That is actually an error. Okay, yeah. I understand the thing. It's like checking for the color as well as the name, but the thing is, Minecraft does not really handle that pretty well. From like all of the things I've been kind of seeing. Also, you'll see me struggle a little bit because the selection of like things is not really foolproof. Not the best mode of like that, because instead of like going how could I say, slightly on the side, it like goes all the way to the maximum of the side when you like select like that. It's not practical to select the things you want. I'll have to look if there's any way to fix that. Anyway, so we fixed that. That was an issue. So one of the things I wanted to fix, first off, was the Meteorologica. And I believe we made a Meteorologica color function. That was my X post. I forgot to fucking select the thing. So it's everything in here. Like all of this. I Control C. And I paste in here. And this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the tick, and I'm gonna add this MC function as a tick call. There we go. Why didn't it put itself back on the thing? Yeah, no. I did not realize that it wasn't showing anymore. There we go. Hold on, let me check something. No, okay, I don't know why it didn't re-render on the stream. That was weird. Anyway. So yeah, the thing I've done here is I just like fixed a error with like the code here where it was like checking for the color of a bottle. Like after this there was like a color thing which caused problem because it would like check for it when it's not supposed to. And I fixed the placement of the Meteorologica timer into an actual like dedicated MC function, which was needed. It was needed. I needed to separate this from just the normal tick stuff. Now, onto the thing. That's interesting because like right now it's not really supporting how could I say random number generation at all. So I'm thinking, how could I actually do this? And also, hold on, I'd like to look at something real quick. I'm like looking if there's any way I could make it a little bit easier on me to actually read this. Because I ain't gonna lie, the placement of my screen does not make it easy on my neck right now. Alright, so what I want to do, essentially, is I would like to tie the timer that would basically start the storm on a random number generator, which would essentially give some degree of random timings between the storms, because it wouldn't just always just come in the storm. It would like basically roll for a random number, and if it runs the actual number of the storm, it will start it. I think this makes more or less sense. The thing now, though, is that I need to actually make this, well, kind of work, essentially. So the idea here, let me like relook at all of this. So this one basically sets up the score to 1. So this one would need to actually do that. So run, execute, store, result, score, and I'm guessing it would be this one. run. And here, what we want is we want it to basically run random roll 0, and we want that range to go up to 1. So here, what it would essentially do is when it actually runs on that area of the timer, it'll do a roll. Now we want that to actually happen once, so I'm going to remove the range on that. And if it matches 1, I'll call the Rift Storm. If it matches 0, it'll just like reset the timer within the storm, but we don't have to worry about that. Part of the other things we want would be for this. Because now those actually don't really like act in the way I want them to. So what I want here, and I'm going to use MC Stacker for this, which sadly you guys won't be able to see because it's on my browser. I'm just going to check the commands for the tail row here. I mean, actually, I could just leave the warning messages. Because if you think about it, would be pretty fun. You'd basically have the you'd have the thing where essentially it would like warn you, but it wouldn't necessarily mean that it's here. It means that it can happen. I think I'm good with that, actually. I'm gonna leave the warning. I think it might be cooler to leave them in. And here, what we want is we want this to actually check for the score. So the score here... so now it checks this. If score Meteorologica Rift Storm Meteorologica matches 1. And here we type /reload. And the thing we want here now would be this. Scoreboard player set. Want to grab the fake player name here. Which, by the way, if you ever wonder how like timers are made with scoreboards, a lot of the time they don't run on every player because that would cause lag, that would hold way too much data, and that would basically be unnecessary. So what we do is we basically give to the scoreboard a fake name. Like, this technically counts as a player name. The nice thing, though, is that it's basically an illegal player name. It has a character that you can't actually have if you create a like Microsoft account for Minecraft. Which means no player in existence will have that name, but the scoreboard still believes it's a player. And what it does is it stores the data on that player, and that's how you do timers. It's basically like Well, it basically, like, see it that way. If you do coding, it's like giving a name to a float. It's like giving a name to a float, essentially. So here we want the timer, and we want to put it on this value. I have a doubt that it actually did the thing it's supposed to. I have a doubt. I don't think it's doing the thing it's supposed to. Okay, well now I literally know that it's not doing the thing it's supposed to at all. Yeah, it's supposed to actually like not continue past that. So I don't know what's going on here. So here's the thing I'm not getting. It's doing the thing, like it's actually counting up, but it's not doing anything else. Huh. Okay, that's weird. That is really weird. Tick. Normally there's nothing happening over here that would cause that. And like, it's not like that command would not work. Or maybe it doesn't. Okay. What is happening? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Did I just not use the right value this entire time? Am I stupid? I am stupid. Dorian, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask for your input here. Why are you like this? Why do you do this to me? Do you not like me? Is that what's happening? I didn't ask to be bullied here. In my own home? In my own home? Bruh. So, first thing we did, we actually did manage to fix up the meteorological system, which I wanted to fix. Like that wasn't a lot, like that wasn't a big fix, but I wanted to do this because like it was bugging me the way it was working before, which was like there was no random time between the storm. Like it was when the timer ran this moment, boom. That was the only thing. The other thing that actually allows me to do here, which is also pretty interesting, is I can actually set other weather events that would be selected at random in the future. So the Rift Storm might not be the only thing that like exists in the Datapack, which I think is pretty cool. There's no plan right now to make other weather event, but like what I'm saying here is it's a possibility. I can actually do that. And that feels pretty nice. So, now, we fixed the weather system, which I wanted to fix. What else would be something I want to do here? I knew I had ideas. I don't remember all of them, though. Oh, yeah, that was the slowness to actually fix. It is in the... I'm guessing normal tech? Yeah. Yeah. And the idea was essentially... So there was that problem here. I'd like to make them a little bit more logical. So this would be minus 20, this would be minus 40. No, minus 60. And this would be minus 40. So let's check. Minus 80. We should have darkness, slowness, anger. Minus 60, we should still have all of them. Minus 59. We should see the darkness disappear, yeah? Minus 39, we should see the slowness disappear. And minus 19, we should see the hunger disappear. So there we go. That's been fixed. So this is good. Now, time to make the players go insane. So, I want to introduce a new mechanic to the next update. That mechanic is the Rubitus, like the Rubitus Madness. the red madness, if you translate it. The idea is that it's going to be one of the how could I say, first big thing that happens if you like get to under like if you get under minus 90 points, so like you're very, very much gone. Actually, minus 80 points, actually. You start getting insane. The idea would be that like it would roll for sounds and things to like happen. I want to mainly just make it sounds for the like madness itself. I want to make an actual thing. I want to actually make a big thing happen when you get at like minus 100. But that'll be something I'll work on in my own time. So, how do I do this? The idea would be to have a trigger function called madness. And that madness, the idea would be that it would be cold. So, would be, and I know I had like something here, take Rubitus Madness. I can delete that actually. I'm gonna just like make the call in tick. Ah, actually. Well, I need a Rubitus Madness. You know what? I'll keep it, because I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna like separate this. So my idea would be execute, actually, scoreboard. No, actually, yeah. Execute as at A, as at S, at S. That start of a command is literally just me saying execute at every player as that player. Like execute, you know, basically, it targets every single player and it runs the command individually at their location as them. The reason I want that in a lot of these is because it allows the separation of values. If I just like made execute as at A, one thing you'll notice is like every timer on the site and every value is basically going to be the same for every single player. By doing things like that, it actually separates those values into individual values, which is what I want a lot of the time. If score red, actually, you know, if score at S red matches minus 80 and below, run. Actually, no. I want this to do, yeah, run. Score, huh. Okay, that's something. Okay, yeah. Run. Function. Madness. Execute. No. Yeah, so actually I might have been able to just pass this. Okay, we'll have to see. So, when this function gets called, what we want is we want it to run a timer. So, execute as at A, as at S, at S, run, score, player, add, and here I'm gonna use at S, and I need to actually set up a new timer, I'm realizing. So load, scoreboard, objective, add, madness, timer, dummy. The reason I'm not using the unit timer is because the unit timer is mainly for, well, fake username things. Here I need to handle the value on every player individually, so using a fake username is not really an option. And I don't want to just use one of the pre-established things for that. So, new scoreboard it is. And here I can just do that. 1. And here actually I'm gonna need to go back into this. Madness, 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 madness. There. And here I'm gonna do it, so like if score at S red matches bigger than -80, run scoreboard set at S madness timer to 0. The reason I want that is because if it like calls off the function, I like for it to always have the thing where it basically resets the timer. It like removes the risk of unexpected things to happen. It's just like narrowing down the like threshold of unexpected things, which I think is better. So, execute as at A, as at S, at S, run scoreboard player, add madness timer. Now, I wanted to actually add another scoreboard called the madness value. And actually I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm gonna just call it madness roll. And this one is gonna be used for random number generation. So that timer is not gonna be useless. The idea here, and by the way, I'm gonna do this, execute as, let's actually do this, bruh. Run, if score, madness, if score at S, madness timer, matches bigger than, and here I'm just gonna do a little thing which is gonna be calc. So 1 second is 20 tick. 60 seconds is 1 minute. And we'd like for it to do a sound about every, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. So that's the amount of tick we want this to actually do on that. So if the score runs higher than this value, then run scoreboard player set at s madness timer 0. So here what it does is basically it actually concludes the timer. If it gets above a certain value, then the value stops doing the thing. Now we want to execute as at a, as at s, at s, if the score of the player on the timer matches that value, which is just 1 tick essentially below the reset, then I want this to run a execute command. So yeah, run execute store result score at s madness roll. Run random roll. And here I'm thinking of making maybe 10 sounds, like entering like 10 sounds into this thing. So like it would be between 0 and 10. And the reason why 0, because technically that's 11 values. The 0 would do nothing. Which means if like it runs a 0, it adds that element of like possible random timing between the sounds as well, which is something I like to have. And now I can actually do the thing. So this actually, I'm gonna just put this, put the command here. So runs timer for the madness roll and rolls for a sound. Yeah, there we go. And now here it's basically execute as at a, as at s, at s if score madness roll matches 1. And what we want to do, and like one thing to keep in mind, by the way, when you work with the MC function, all of those commands, and that's kind of the same thing with the code, actually. If you think about it, like actual code does basically that same thing. Everything that's in there gets run from top to bottom. Each line get run from top to bottom, which mean if, for example, I put on this, like on the 7th line, TP rabbit to puff, and on the 8th line I put kill a rabbit, the rabbit will be TP'd to me and then killed. If I invert those, the rabbit will be killed and it won't TP because it has been killed. But like it will run in the order you put them from top to bottom. Which mean it doesn't matter if in the same MC function I actually put a thing that will reset the value of it. so long as I put the events before that command, if that makes sense. So like here, for example, what I'm talking about is like every event before this line will happen, and this line will then reset the value of the roll to 0. And by the way, this is kind of like putting another MC function file into one MC, like into an, like I'm basically embedding an MC function into an MC function by doing this, which prevents me from having to do like 10,000 files for things. Alright, so run play sound. Actually, I'm gonna like... Hold on, that was like how many minutes? 2.5? I'm shortening this to 30 seconds. So there we go. I mean, technically it's already working. That entire thing technically is already working. Like, if I reload the Datapack, and I put my scoreboard into like minus 90, is it working? It is. It is already working. Exactly as I said. About 15 seconds, actually. Let's do this. That seems more... You know what? Every 5 seconds. And on each of those rolls, there will be a sound, except on like the 0 one. And the interesting thing is technically I could add like second timers for like even bigger sounds to happen more rarely and stuff like that. But right now I mainly want to get the main mechanic down. Mm. Already, if I do this, it's already more furnished. So yeah, you hear sounds now. Good luck with that. And the fun thing is like this will just be like a line, essentially like a ladder of random values, because I can just add more and more and more on it. We're waiting until it runs an 8. Okay, I'm not satisfied with it. We need to be another particle. Hmm. Maybe that? Let's wait for 5 again. I like that. I do like that. So there we go. We have the madness pretty much down. You know what I'm feeling? Maybe let's put it on this one. We don't have any sound going that way. And another thing I can maybe do is execute as at A as at S at S. If score and here we want so here, if I remember, we do kind of reset it. What value is it? We reset it to 0. Also, I'm gonna do something real quick. Music was a little bit repetitive, so I changed the playlist. So we reset it to 0. So what we can do here, I'm thinking maybe as a funny to, like, you know, if you're insane, people around you will know. Something like that. So if the madness timer actually is above 1, then run particle. And here I'm having to like look at the particles real quick. And so here, if I reload, something you'll notice is I actually do have particles around me now. It's not exactly the way in which I want. I like for the center to be actually the center of me. So I'm gonna do this, and normally, no. It would be this, actually. Yeah, there we go. And in first person, it looks like this. Maybe having this reach a little bit more might not hurt all that much. So yeah, that's how the madness will look. Glad to see that it's actually finally more or less to a state where I feel like it's pretty good. I like the fact that it actually does do random number generation for this. That's nice. That is really nice. So. Now that we did this, there's something a little bit interesting I'd like to try. And that would have to do with using a certain item to do something. If I like do place a template, this, as you can see, we have this guy. Also, I'm gonna just put my myself out of the madness real quick. So, something I'm realizing here that I'd like would be to be able to consume those bottles and for it to be able to give us a point. So as it currently stands, if you consume it, it does nothing. Like, it doesn't have any effect, it does nothing. But I want this to actually restore Rubius Pestis, kind of like portable points that you would be able to have. Now, I'm thinking of taking this a little bit further and maybe like using random number generation to possibly have it restore nothing at time. So like, if you consume it, there's like 10% chance that you'd get a point back. The reason why is for balancing. I want to make those be a viable option to restore your like Rubius Pestis on the go. But I don't want them to be stronger than like the pond that we have currently. Which, to show what the pond actually refers to, so when you do the crafting, you craft that world seed, you consume it or you place in the piston, by the way, that works too. And you combine it with a water bucket. There we go. Like, no, it was just it was the world seed alone. No, it was the world seed alone. There we go. And you combine that with the bucket. You get this. And this gets placed into that. I don't want the bottles here to be stronger than that. Because like the idea is that you can stand in there and as you can see it like restore your Rubius Pestis a lot faster. I don't want the bottle to overpower this because this is still like a craft to make. And it's stationary. I want the bottle to be a viable option though. So I still want them to be able to restore some points. But I want it to take longer than this. So, the way in which we're gonna do that, because that's gonna be an interesting thing here. we can't really just detect when I consume this. Because, like, the problem with that is that the only way to detect when you consume a potion doesn't care about the type of potion or anything about the potion itself. It's all potions, which mean if I were to base my MC function around that, literally just drinking normal, like normal regeneration or just potions of water, essentially, like just water bottles, it basically would like add Robidus pestis as well, which is not what I want. I want for this to actually have a specific use. I don't want all of the other bottles to actually be involved. So how do I do this? Well, I have a semi-answer, which is advancements, but that's gonna be the first time I actually toy with them. So, I need to go. There we go. So, I need to go in here and add a new folder called advancements. There we go. So here my idea would be to use a Misode. There we go. So here the idea would be to have a criteria, which would be how do I do this? Trigger, consume item. Condition. Item. Item. component. Okay. I think I'm figuring this out. So the component will be custom name. Custom name. I need to do something real quick, which would be function Rubitus pestis ball. I need MC stacker. Import clear. I don't know why it like decides to not like the color for it. Like the command itself is correct. It just does not wanna. Alright, so anyway. I think this works. So in theory, if I just like do this, and then I like send it to a function called a function called Rubitus pestis bottle gain. Forgot to add the MC function. So I have all of this now, which you're gonna guys see very soon. So I go into advancements, and I had Rubidus pestis bottle check, and I'm guessing it's a JSON file. Yeah. And here we do that. So the parent would be itself. And the function would be a Rubidus pestis bottle gain. So there we go. So now the idea, and we're gonna check this right now. So reload. We do that. Advancements. It has to have a parent. I have an idea to find out how to do this. So preset. And the idea would be that the parent would be nothing. So if I just do that, yeah, no parent. Okay. So now if I reload again, advancement grande perfinita only. It's still not getting done. Don't know why. What if I just remove the water component here? No, I don't know why it really doesn't like it. I'll have to check that later. The thing I don't get though is that normally it should be working. It might be the way I did this. I don't know why. Hmm. Something I don't really get right now is that it's technically counted in here. Like, it is saying that the advancement works, but in game, it's just not. So I want to I'd like to understand what this is about. Mm, what if that was the thing? Mm, there's something that just isn't working in there, and I don't know what it is. Okay, guys, it's tutorial time. Might be the fact that there's no... I can't tell. Maybe the fact there's no display? Let's look. Display. Water. Custom name. Here. Hidden. False. False. So would that actually be it? Why isn't that working? Or rather, why does it have a problem with it? With this? I'm betting it's the color. I'm gonna check. Reload. Advancements. Run the Puffinita only. This is rendering me insane. This is rendering me insane. Root. Was that it? Oh, this is insane! Why doesn't it work? There's no reason for it not to. That might be it. I might know what is going on. I might know what is going on. No. No, I technically did do that correctly. I just don't know why it's not working. Hmm. It's quite the thing. Um. Reload. Advancements. Grant the Puffinetta only. I genuinely don't know why it's not doing it. Like, by all accounts, it should be working right now. But it doesn't. And I don't understand what it is about it that doesn't work. Hmm. I can't figure it out. Right now, I can't figure it out. That might be the thing that has, that, like, vanquishes me right now. I've been on this for 2 hours. I can't figure out what's not working here. I guess to actually understand how to, like, use advancements a little bit better, I might actually have to look at my own time for a bit. Because, like, I keep trying here, but, like, I am not accomplishing anything. And I know I'll figure it out, it's just, like, I'm not right now managing to have the problem solving for it. So I'm gonna remove this. Hold on. I'm gonna look at something real quick. Throwable crafting recipe. Which one would be the one? This one? It also has that thing. Okay, yeah, no, so it is just Spyglass, freaking out at the potion color, format. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I wanted to know if I was just, like, going insane or if that was actually, like, just Spyglass, freaking out. But no, it is just Spyglass. There is no issue with that. Okay. So. Again, I doubt we'll be able to find a solution tonight. I know I will on my own time. Like, I'll keep looking into this. But we accomplished a few things. We added the madness mechanic to the pack. We fixed the weather system I made. Which means we did some pretty good progress today. Now, I think this is a good time to end stream. We've been streaming for 2 hours, I've been coding for 2 hours, it's pretty good. I'll definitely do more streams like that. Because it was very, very fun. It was very nice. So like that will definitely come back. But I think for today, this isn't a bad time to stop streaming. I think we've done pretty good. Who knows? Maybe the next time you guys will see me stream, it'll directly be on like either porting this into mod format or making like a full-on mod, which could be pretty nice. Because that's definitely like part of my next steps right now. Actually, like moving to making mods. And once I'm like feeling comfortable with making mods, actually hopping over to maybe making my own voxel engine could be pretty interesting. Like making my own game, I think, would be quite a thing. With like regular devlogs along the way and stuff like that. Would be pretty cool. But yeah. For today, I think this has been a pretty good stream. If you guys liked the content, I have all of my socials linked in the About Me page on Twitch, which soon will be updated with the Linktree link. That way, like, everything is actually linked correctly. But yeah, if you want more of the, like, if you want to actually watch more of the stuff I do or see more, I have a Discord, which you can join. I put like all of the data pack, all of the mods, all of the maps, all of the schematics. I link everything over by the Discord. I also have a YouTube channel as well as a VOD channel, and a X and Blue Sky account. On this, I will say see you all another time, and bye-bye.